Welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, my name is Favour, and today we are going to be talking about something interesting. So I've been reading this book for quite some time. I've not even yet finished it. That is Becoming a Leader by Miles Morrow, and I just wanted to share a little tips of what I've learned about the book and actually becoming a leader. So in the first part of the book, Miles Morrow was just explaining the fact that all of us are actually called to be a leader. It's not that some are born to be leaders and the others are born to follow. All of us are called to be leaders in our own way. And I also think that most of the times, we think that some people are born to be leaders just because of the fact that they have charisma. Sometimes we confuse charisma for leadership attributes. Just because someone is charming doesn't mean that he's a leader. So, and Miles Morrow brought in the first part of the book 6 characteristics of a true leader. And they go as follows. The first one is, if you are a good leader, you have purpose, then you have conviction. The third one is that you have a vision. The fourth one is you have a passion. You have passion for what you do. The fifth one is you inspire. You'll be a source of inspiration. And the last one is that you be the end goal of everything is that you be a source of influence. And that is the whole point, being a source of influence. So let's go by step. The first one, that is purpose. What I've understand is that purpose is when you understand the reason why you are here on earth in the first place. So once you understand that, first of all, I came for this earth for a reason. God sent me here for a purpose, for a reason, and that is your purpose. The reason God sent you here on earth. And one of the things I know about purpose is that it's never selfish. God-given purpose is never selfish. God actually puts you here on earth to be useful for others. We can see it in the case of Moses, that his purpose was to free the Israelites from captivity. So your purpose is never just about you. It's about the people you have around you. It serves humanity. You are a servant to the people you are leading. The whole point of life is discovering the reason why you were sent on earth. The second one is conviction. So Apostle Joshua Selman always says that you need 2 types of knowledge. The first one is the knowledge that brings awareness, and the second one is the knowledge that brings conviction. And you need both. The knowledge that brings awareness makes you know things. The knowledge that brings conviction makes you do things. So the knowledge that brings awareness makes you know your purpose. Okay, I've come for this earth for this reason. But conviction makes you actually walk in that purpose. And that's the point, because even if you know your purpose, you know why you are here, but you are not walking towards achieving that goal, there's no point in knowing in the first place. The third one, and one of the most important ones, is vision. Vision is a mental photograph of the future. So if I walk in this, my purpose, where am I going to? Like, what is my expectation towards this? It's vision that gives you strategy. And most leaders, sometimes they lack vision. They don't see through. They don't see what they are about to become. What is the future of their organization or of their church? So they don't have any strategy. They just live every day as it goes. Let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. But you notice the greatest organization in the world, they always have 10 years plan, 20 years plan, 30 years plan, because they have a vision. They have a vision, they have a goal that they are trying to get to. They were teaching us about the whole concept of how an entrepreneur thinks. And they were saying that we have the decision theory, that is, when you make decision, when you know the outcome. So you know that if I make the decision, I'm expecting this outcome with this probability. But it's difficult to make decision when you don't know the outcome. So you now see prospect theory, the ability to make decision when you don't know the outcome. And that's very difficult. But how do you do that? Through your reference point. Your reference point is how you see yourself compared to your vision. So if I'm behind my vision, I become risk prone. So I take more risk because I want to get to my destination. But if I'm ahead or in line with my vision, I become risk averse. So I don't take risk as much. And you know this, when I was studying this, something just came to my mind. I was like, that's why you see the old fathers of today, like Daddy Gio, they make so much sacrifices, they take so much risk. It's not because they just want to take risks, because they have a vision they want to get to. I remember someone said that Daddy Gio once said that he prayed to God that God should give him a church like the size of Ibadan. Like, who thinks about that? It means that you have to have a vision that is not common to mankind. Because most of the time, our average vision is God, give me car, give me house, give me this. But you can see that people that make the difference, sometimes they think outside the box. They think where people cannot even imagine to think about. And that's what separates them. That's why they do extra compared to the other one, because their vision is so much higher than the rest. The next one is passion. Passion is the fuel. Without passion, you will start, but you'll not finish. So you need passion to get to your destination. Passion is what people actually see that makes them inspired. That is the next one that we're going to see. When they see you passionate, they see you making sacrifices. Passion is what makes you to make sacrifice. It's what gives you, is the fuel, as I said before. You do it with a certain zeal. People are asking you, like, why are you doing all these things? It's passion. You have to have love for what you are doing to be able to do it well and to the best of your capacity. Inspiration. You need to be able to inspire the people around you. And sometimes we don't inspire people most of the time. Mostly they are not inspire, we intimidate. So we command people. We tell them, say, do this because I say so, because I'm your leader. I command you to do this. No, that's not how you lead. You don't lead through intimidation. You lead through inspiration. So it's not something that comes from you, it's something that comes from the other person. The other person sees the way you live your life, sees the way you do things, and say, I want to be like you. I want to follow you. I know that if I follow you, I will actually maximize my potential. That's the end goal of leadership. It's not about you. It's not to prove how good you are. It's more of a question of, how can I make the people that are following me better? How can I make them the best version of themselves? That is all about leadership. The better a leader is, the less is needed. It means that his followers are so good that we don't even notice the difference when he's around and when he's not around. Not because he's not useful, but because he's so good. He was able to create a structure that enables things to work even in his absence. And that's the end goal of it, of everything. Inspiration. Being able to inspire people, not intimidate them. Another thing is manipulation. We also do that. Than to inspire people, we manipulate them. You know, Christianity was brought to us through what? Through colonial masters. So they brought Christianity and they used Christianity to justify slavery. And today in the church, we can see that we are doing something kind of similar. So we are using God to justify we using people. So we use God as an excuse, like, you are doing it for God now. So you are doing it for God, so you should not do it. Why are you not doing it? So we use it as a tool. We use God as a tool to control people. And that's not good. That's not leadership. So the end goal of everything, as I said before, is influence. You have to be able to influence others. People should see your lifestyle and be like, I want to imitate him. If I follow this person, I will become a better person. The end goal of leadership is actually being able to bring the best out of them. You know, someone said that you know the quality of a leader based on the followers. So if your followers are not good, it means that there's a problem. You can't be better at them. You can't be a leader for 10 years and you're still the best at everything. No one can actually take your place. No one is as good as you. It means that there's a problem solving. But before I leave, let me bring balance, because I know I said that you know the quality of a leader based on the followers, but there's also something called the quality of the follower. So you know when you were in school, you had those people that were just outstanding. So it doesn't matter the kind of teacher they had, they were always performing. So since we have the quality of the leader, we also have the quality of the follower. It doesn't matter the kind of leader that presents himself in front of you, you still perform. You still do excellently. So it's not just a question of the quality of the leader, but also have in mind that it's also a question of the quality of the follower. Yeah, this is what I wanted to share. And I also put the link of this book in the description. Incredible book. I still not finished it, but I will definitely finish it. And I'll put it in the description. So like, follow, and share. Thank you very much. Bye bye.